through 30 Rails, which is a free print and play game. Let me post a link to the sheet. Oh, error! I forgot to mute my phone or my laptop, so I heard myself echo back. That's not good. All right, there we go. So there's a direct link to a picture of a smaller sheet and then a link to BGG and the bigger sheet. In case you prefer that one, I have the bigger one printed out myself, so it's easier for you guys to see what I'm doing. It's not updating my viewer count yet, but I see there's some people here already from the chat box. Oh, now it's updating. Hi Lycan, I think Dean is here too. And I know I can see there's at least one more viewer. Welcome, good to see you all. So let me explain how this game works. Some people call this the prequel to Railroad Inc., but I think this one has a bit more freedom. And if you thought Railroad Inc. was brain burning, this might be even more so. But it does give you quite a bit of player agency, which is nice. What we will be doing throughout the game is we will be drawing pieces of railroad and we'll be trying to connect stations. And we can place one station on each side, so number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're trying to connect those. And the game will end when the entire field is full, so after 30 turns. That's alright, like, and I know you played this before anyway, and it's still nice to have you around. It's fine if people just use this to watch a game and then they can always play a replay later if they're up for it. Anyway, you could try to connect certain numbers, and the higher numbers are worth more if you connect them. So connecting number 1 to 2 will be only 1 point, but connecting number 3 to 4 would be 5 points. Then you count how many squares that route is. So maybe if it goes from here to here, it would only be 1 square. But if it goes all the way like this, it would be a whole bunch of bonus points. So you're rewarded for making a longer route. But it only counts the shortest one. So if you can go to a station like this but and like this and you have both routes, it would only count the shortest one. So if you want more points for the route length, make sure you only build a long route and don't also make a shortcut. You will get 1 bonus square on your sheet. That's going to be marked. If you draw through that, it's 2 bonus points. And then there will be 1 mine, and you will see how many of the stations are connected to the mine, and you would get points for that. I will show you one example right now from the rulebook. These would be 3 stations, and these would be some of the roads. And they, obviously, a train can't go like this and then back up. It can only go one direction. It needs to actually turn properly in order to go another way. So number 1 is connected to number 2 and number 1 is connected to number 3. But number 2 and 3 are not actually connected. The train can't go like this. And same for the mine. It can't go like this backwards. So only number 3 is connected to this mine and number 1 and 2 are not. You can cross stuff like this, but a train can't go over the exact same track twice, so this would not be possible. And that's about it when it comes to what is and is not allowed to be drawn. Let's start with setup. For setup, I will roll a die for each row. So first we're gonna see where, and there will be some mountains that you can't draw rails throughout, so you have to go around them. So the first die is going to be for row number 1, so if it's a 3 it would go here. The next one is for row number 2, etc. You only place 5 out of 6 mountains, so it's your choice which die roll you want to skip. You can't decide it at the end. The second I roll a number, you can have to be like, I either draw a mountain now, or this is the mountain I'll skip. And if you draw the first 5, then the 6th one will be the one you skip by default. You're only allowed to place 5 mountains. And then the mine will be adjacent to any one of your mountains. And remember, the mines are bonus points. So let's start. 1.5. I will put a mountain here then. 2.2. And this is quite far apart, so I can build rails around it. So I'm okay with that as well. If it had been like this or this, maybe I wouldn't have. That would be kind of an annoying route. But this isn't connected, so I think this is okay. It's also possible to get like a whole ridge like this. That would also be alright. Number 3. So this is one that I would find kind of annoying, especially because it's also really far in the middle. So it would make all sorts of routes inconvenient, I think. So this is the one I would prefer to skip. And of course, you can skip a different one than the one I'm skipping. And then 4.6 becomes a mountain. 5.6 becomes a mountain. And last but not least, 6.5 becomes a mountain. Oh, that's not amazing. Alright, so whatever rails I place here is basically going to be a dead end. Good to know. Now, adjacent to one of the mountains you've placed, you will place a mine. This cannot be diagonally adjacent. It has to directly touch one of the sides of the mountain. What other inconvenient places could we possibly make for this? I think I'm just going to place it here and put it kind of nicely out to the side. I might make it hard for myself, but I think last time I put it about depth smack in the middle, so I would like to try something else this time. So I'm going to put my mine up here. Mine. And then anywhere on your board you can mark a bonus square by either shading it or marking the outline or whatever you want. And every route that goes through the bonus square is plus 2 points. So you want to do that in a place where you're going to do a whole bunch of routes. And that's for connecting the numbers to each other, not for connecting a number to a mine. Otherwise I would have probably put it here and tried to make all the mine routes go across that, but that's not convenient. And it's okay to decide on the bonus square at the end. You can also place your stations first. So there has to be one station in each side of the board and a different number. So you can say I put number 1 here and 3 and then 2 and then 4 or whatever you want really. And the 3 and the 4 are the ones you definitely want. You want the higher numbers to be in nice spots. What would I want to do? I think I'm going to put number 4 here. And then number 3 up here. And, or maybe up here. Well, I kind of want to make sure I get this one regardless of how everything else plays out. So I think I might just want to put this here, yes. And then number 1, I suppose. I can also put number 1 there. That will give me a little bit more wiggle room. I'll put that here. And then number 2 will go somewhere around here. And then I can maybe try to go for a really long route that way. Now I still have to pick a bonus square. I definitely want to try to connect everything to number 4. So I might want to do this. And then I would get a bonus for a lot of them. I'd also want a bonus for this one. Maybe this one would be better then. I'll go for this one as my bonus square. We'll see how that plays out. Alright, so that's the setup. If you aren't ready yet and you haven't done your setup, let me know. Otherwise, I will start the first turn of the game. I'm not seeing no yet, so I think we're good to get started. So I'll roll 2 dice and one of them will decide the row or the columns. If I roll 1, I can place something somewhere here, and the other one will determine what shape I will do. And you can of course rotate those shapes. So in this case I need to draw this shape somewhere in number 3. Where do I want to put that? I think I might just put it here, but I'll make that one a little harder. I can also make a really zigzaggy route that way, because it's not like I need this corner for anything else. Sure, let's go for that. I'll make my mind super inconvenient, but who cares? Future Nona's problem. Also very important to mention about this one. These are 2 different roads. They go above or underneath each other. They do not split. A train can't go like this. This would be too sharp. So if you find this confusing, you can also draw it like this, so you can easily see that. Or even actually draw a bridge and be like, there we go. So look, there's a tunnel. So whatever way you want to draw that is fine by me. Just make sure to remember this. You cannot cross a corner like this. These would be 2 separate roads. I like, and it's funny. Only looking at like this and not like this. As long as you didn't accidentally cheat that way, because once a number is completely full but horizontal and vertical and you would roll it, then you would get to pick anything else. But if you still have a space, then that's not allowed. So as long as you don't accidentally cheat, that works for me. So it's turn 1. Let's roll and start turn number 2. Shape number 2 somewhere in the tree area. By the way, guys, did I mention this game is hard? Because it is. Well, this is clearly gonna have to go here though, so this wasn't really a super hard choice. And turn number 3. It's really hard for me to judge if you guys are keeping up, so if you need me to slow down, please do yell at me. And then I'll probably be at the next turn by the time I see your message, but then I will pause until you say you're ready. But if you guys have to type you're ready for every move 30 turns in a row, that's gonna get really tiring for you as well. So I'm just gonna try and play at my own pace. If it's too quick for you, do let me know. Or of course, just write down the dice rolls and play along more slowly, or use your own dice if you want to go at your own pace. And if you're watching the replay, you can just pause it as needed. Now we get number 6. Remember, this is one way and this is another route. The train can't go from here and then back up that way. It would go here or here. I think that one would be nice to use like this for the mine. Oh wait, is it even allowed to go there? I'm just drawing it randomly on my sheet where I want it to go. That's not how that goes, guys. It has to go somewhere in number 2. So no, that is not allowed. Oh, I can do this then. That would be okay. Then I can make a route like this and a route like this for the mine. That seems good. I like that option. So the game lasts 30 turns. That would mean filling up your sheet entirely, because you're allowed to draw through this one, but not through a mine or a mountain. So 6 positions on your board have been blocked and the other 30 are available. Also, you have 2 overrides, so at one point in the game you can disregard the white die and make it a number of your choice, and once in the game you can do that for the black die as well. And it's up to you when you do that. Like I said, this game is full of tough choices. Number 6, somewhere in number 5. Where do I want that? And also with the way I've set mine up, I feel like I don't really need some parts of my sheet, so that's interesting too. I cannot put it here, that's not allowed. The nice thing is the further I go, the more I might grumble that the dice aren't doing what I want them to do, but also the less options I have, so sometimes that's nice. I'll just do it like this and probably never actually use this part of it and only use this part of the road, but options, yay. Shape number 4, somewhere in shape number 5, somewhere in number 4. And again, that splits like this, so a train can't go from here to here. It makes a path like this and then a path like that, so there's 2 different ones. And remember not to connect something like that, so make sure you don't at some point during the game loop around and go like this, because the train can't continue like that. A train needs 2 different rails, one for going front and one for going back. And yeah, I could have done that better is definitely a thing in this game. Somewhere in number 4. This might be a nice one for up here then. I think it is. It would make connecting the 1 to the 4 kind of tough, but it's okay. Let's go for that. That would be the bonus score. So this would be a way to get a whole bunch of them to connect it, so I might like that one. Number 3 goes connected to number 5, and of course these are also 2 separate paths, but this one is much clearer to see than the other ones. So I don't really think I've seen somebody mess that up yet. Hey, there's always a first time for everything, I suppose. Do I care where to draw this? I can draw it like this, but it also needs to go here somewhere. Oh, it could if I make it go like that. I kind of don't really want to use this, but I kind of want to make this go like this and then like that. So that's not interesting. I think I might just put it here, because there's nothing else I can really use here except the corner. And then this corner is just a dot. Shape number 4 in a number 6, and remember these cross each other. I don't really like this one, because I kind of like to keep everything in one big route. I'll just throw that here, because I have to throw something here at some point anyway. And then it's nice and easy for me to decide what I want to do with it. Yay, easier choices. Rolling again. Shape number 2, somewhere in number 2. Of course, at some point, dice are just going to be mean and not do what you wanted them to do. This one goes like that. I feel like that's a good choice, either there or there. Let's go for this one right now. I would like to connect this like here, but even if I make it go like this instead, then that would be a longer route with more bonus points. So this way I have two options, and if I ever roll this and I can place that here, that'd be nice. Sometimes you know where you want certain pieces to go, but then you still have to roll them, obviously. So I think this is a tricky balance between luck and your intended strategy, and then you can watch it all fall apart. And a number 4 and a number 3. I still don't like this one. I really don't. I can put it here, and then this branch is basically useless, and I can still use that one. That might be okay. Let's go for that. Number 2 somewhere in number 5. Oh, this certainly needs to be a corner if I'm doing that way. Oh crap, I have to think about if I wanted it to go like that and like that. What branches would allow me to do that? Doesn't necessarily need to go like this, but it would be helpful for the mines. I think I need a 5 up there at some point. But that's not what I'm supposed to be thinking about. I'm supposed to be thinking about this. Somewhere here then, probably. And then I'm gonna try and make it loop back there. This is a really risky strategy, but let's try it anyway. Okay, 5 and 6. Oh, but I want the 5 to go here. And this is where, if I know for sure that I really need this shape here in order to work out, I could consider using the override right now. It might be a little early to do that, but I don't think it's a really nice piece to put on an edge, if I'm honest. Then again, I do need a corner here, and there's only so many corner type things available. So, you know what? Maybe it's okay to just go like this for now. You are allowed to run stuff into an edge or into wherever else it's not allowed to go. Doesn't that have to be a legal track? I don't think so anyway. I don't think it's needed. I think it's not allowed is if you try to loop something back like this. That wasn't allowed. But the only thing it says is that it's not permitted for a line to pass over the same length of track twice. And I think that mostly applies to scoring, that the train wouldn't be able to travel there. I think you would still be able to draw it like that. It would just be useless for moving and scoring. Piece number 6, somewhere in number 2. And I have one of those in mind, but I don't think it was in number 2. It would work in number 2 though, but... or at least I think it would. I think I had one of those in mind up here. What way would that curve then? No, I don't, because... well, yeah, because this one was kind of used. This one might be for connecting the tree to something, but I would connect the tree to that preferably. This is hard! Was this the... no, this was not the place where I wanted that corner. I know I wanted one of those somewhere here, but I forgot where. I think that might have been here. But I think this would kind of do the same thing. Well, not really. This one would allow both of them to still work, and this one wouldn't. I don't have a whole bunch of 2s left, so that makes it a little less interesting. This does need a straight line though, and there's only so many straight lines, so... you know, let's go like this, and then this would be useless. Number 2 somewhere in number 1. That's not what I want. That's really not what I want at all. But if I'm doing this like that, then I don't really need this spot, so I suppose I can make this one go like this, and then I still have a backup plan, but I would ideally want it to go somewhere else. But it's nice to set up a couple of different paths instead of it doesn't work. Gina's like, oh, my reels are dying. Number 1 goes somewhere in number 5. Well, that'd be nice, but it does block my alternate path. So that's less nice. Now I need a curve somewhere up here. I can put one like this, but it runs in there, so that's useless. I can run one like this, but that would run it into that track. That would run it into a mine. Also, I just realized if I do that, I don't think I can get that to here. I think I need one of these up here instead. Okay, so we're not doing that yet. We're doing this one. Don't really want this anywhere. Really don't. I would ideally want to curve this through here though, because this is the bonus spot. I'm gonna do it like this, I think, and then maybe split it up here again. That was allowed, yes, it was a 5. Number 2 somewhere in number 4. I don't think I need that many straight ones anymore. Oh, this one is great straight. Never mind, this one is nice because this is a number 4. This is starting to look like something, you guys. Woohoo. Oh crap, what do I need here? I need this one to go here and this one to go here, so I would need one of those. Yep, okay, good to know. Number 6 and number 5. So another place I really badly want is because this one is so important that I might want to toss the override at it. I think I said I also needed one like that up here. Which way was that supposed to run? It matters if I make it run the right way. It has to go here and has to go here. Like this, I think. Or like this. Does that matter? Oh no, it has to be that one. If I want to connect everything to the number 1, it has to go like that. That doesn't work then. Where else am I allowed to put this? Somewhere here, which is basically useless. I think this is just going to be my dead corner in case things suck, like they do right now. And just for the heck of it, I'll draw it so that it technically goes somewhere, just not somewhere useful. Oh wait, it could go there. That would be more useful. Let's draw it like this, then technically this could be a route. It's probably not going to be, but technically it could. Because I'm trying to figure out how I would ever get number 2 to number 1, but I think they would all have to go like this. But this one doesn't curve to the number 1, so it would have to go here. I don't know. That's going to be a tough choice. Something is going to end up in a way that is absolutely dead, but we'll figure that out later. These reels are also going nowhere, he says. But apparently I rolled something helpful at some point. And number 5 somewhere in number 1. Not here, obviously. Didn't I need one of those up here? No, I needed that one up there. They certainly don't. And this one I need to curve that way. Okay, so this would be okay then. Because I really want to make it go that way and not this way. Okay, so that's okay then. Like this and like this. That's it, number 1. Yep, that's legal then. Let's go. Number 1 in number 5. Do I even need a corner anywhere? Can I even use a corner anywhere is the more important question. I think this is all just going to be a dead end. I think we're all going to have to try and do it this way. I mean, technically this could sort of still go there, but I don't think it would run out from there, really. Like this then. No, that just loops back here. I have to figure out how I'm gonna get from number 1 onto the bigger track, because it doesn't curve back here. And if I curve it here, I have the same problem. I think I killed this one, maybe. Oh no, this does have to go like this then. Alright, so then this one can go here. Okay, goal found. Now let's see if I can make it happen. I keep losing how I've planned my rails and then messing something up, but I think I haven't screwed up too badly yet. Alright, this one has to go somewhere in number 4. This needs a straight road, so that's not gonna happen. This needs a straight road, so that's not gonna happen. This is just a dot, so I can always toss something here if it doesn't do what I would like it to do. This is the same looping back issue. I think that needs to be one of those. In order to work with me nicely. Can I do it like this? I think so, because this would need a curve like this, so this would work then. This seems like it works. Alright. Trying again. Number 3 in number 6. I don't want more of these, you guys. I really don't. Although, actually, no, right? This needs to be one of those. And that's the number 6 I have here, and then I have one more number 6 here, so apparently it's going here. Hello, little dot spot. You're useless, congratulations. I should probably start using my overrides sometime soonish. Alright. And number 5. I would really like some more 6s in this game, honestly. I also need some more straight roads, so 4s or 1s, or maybe again 6s, because I can also use those as a straight road. Okay, this can go here. This needs to be straight. This needs to be straight. I think we had this problem the previous time too. This technically is allowed to go like that, but it doesn't get me anything in any way that I would not completely hate. With the amount of 6s I need, this might be where I want to start using a wildcard, but I do have one dot left, so let's use the dot first and figure it out later. Railroad Inc. has a rule that everything needs to be legally connected. This one doesn't, I believe. Otherwise it might be impossible with the mountain, because in this case I had to place mountains like this, so this kind of already has to be a dot. The override lets you make one of these a number of your choice. If I cross this one off, then this is a number of your choice, and if I cross this one off, then this is a number of my choice. You can technically use both of them in the same round, but usually people use them on 2 different rounds. Also, this is going quicker than I expected it would. I'll wait a bit because I'm guessing Dean might be considering an override since he just asked me a question about it. And then hopefully we'll be good to continue quite soon. I hope everybody that's playing likes this game. Like I said, I think it's a bit brain burning at times, but in an enjoyable way. Okay, piece number 3, somewhere in number 2. Stop it with the trees, people. Let's see, here number 2 is full, here it's not, so that means I would have to place it somewhere here. I think I want another 6 there as well. I need so many 6s, this is a serious problem. And a 6 there and a 6 there. I need all the 6s, oh that's really a problem. I'm gonna use the one override now and at least try to get something going. I mean, technically I can connect this like this, but it would be way better to do it like that, so definitely still aiming for that. And having a perfect sheet is not gonna happen, but I was hoping. I'm always hoping for it up until the point where it's absolutely impossible. Alright, so which one was I overriding? That one. Into a 6. I was gonna place that up here. Now at least my numbers 2 are almost full, so at some point I hope I will roll a number where the row and the column are full and then they become a wild card, and then that would help. If only those could become more wild cards. Actually, does this need to be one of these? I don't even think it does. I think if it just goes like this and then like, no, I guess it has to go like that. Okay, this does need to be like this. But this now I want 4 connections up here. That's never gonna work. Yeah, well that technically that is 4 connections, but they go underneath each other, so that doesn't solve anything. How would this run? Let me think this through. This would run like this. And this would run like this to a mine. And it would run like this into number 1 and like this into number 2. And then the only thing this would cut me out of is connecting number 3 to the mine. I am okay with that. That also means I could use another 5 again, technically, doesn't it? No, I think that would screw me out of that mine. I do think this needs to be a tree. And then, oh, but then that doesn't connect to the number 1 either. And the other way was like this and like this. And then just going like this. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm not sure if it's actually smart to use the override yet. But I'm not sure how else I would prefer it to run. I would want it to be here, but that's not allowed. Oh, I can do that. I can put a white override there. Oh no, because then it has to be a tree. Sorry guys, this turn is taking me a bit because this is a really important one to get right, I think, this late in the game, and I'm really not loving the choice. Could I use this anywhere? This really does need to be a 6, there's no question about that. I can't make that anything else. This really needs to be something straight, so that's gonna be one of those 3. Same for this one. And this, if it doesn't get both of these, it's more important to connect it to here than to that one, so that's also not a good one for the tree. I'm checking if I want to put a tree anywhere and then maybe use a white override. And here I can get a corner like this. Oh, and then technically a corner like that, you know, that might be alright actually. And it's even allowed to go there. Why was I making this so difficult on myself? It might be okay like this. Might be quite nice like this actually. I'm so silly. Alright, number 3 and number 3. This still really needs to have something straight. This still really needs to be a 6. This one also really needs to be a 6, and this one can technically go like that and just skip out on getting it connected to the mine. It's more important to connect it to this route. So I think I'm alright with putting it in here then and giving up on that one. Look, we finally have an official dot. And now I just need a billion more 6s. Can I please get black 6s now? Really, more trees? Game, why must you hate me? Time for an override, you guys. And this really badly had to be a 6, I think I decided. Why, by the way, it doesn't? Because this one doesn't go anywhere anymore. This just needs to go straight across. Ha! How am I only just noticing that? And this one I would ideally really want to be a 6, so it can go both here and there. So it might be better to put it like that then. Do I need any curves anymore? I think I mostly need... I need that one, but... Oh, that is here. I might want to use the black override there then, but after that I can't use any more curves, so I don't think that's smart. This one I could use it on for the white override instead of the black. Because this doesn't need to go here. We're just gonna make that go here and give up on the other one. But then I do risk losing this route. Tough call. You know what, let's use the black override and do it here then. And then I am gonna do this to be safe so that I can technically try this one like this or like this, which is the route I would prefer. Next turn. Yay, a 6 finally! Alright, in number 3, so that means it can go here or here. And I think I kind of ideally want it in both, so that's a tougher call. I think this one would be more important, because that would potentially... Oh, it doesn't get it to number 2, it just gets it to number 3. And like this it could go to number 1, but it's longer. It does at least get these 2 cards. It's possible that this is never gonna lead anywhere if I'm honest, so probably do want to do it like this. And I have to decide if I want to put the corner like this or like that. Like this would run number 3 to number 1, but like this would, I was gonna say run both number 4 and number 2, but that's not true because this goes only like this and it doesn't come back out from here. So it's either number 4 or number 3 connected to number 1. And that's a 1 point difference, so connected to the 4 would be better. So that means it would curve like this then. Yep. It's a long shot, but okay. Let's try it anyway. A 5 in a 5. That's still possible. It has to go here, whether I like it or not. Oh, I really don't. Oh, that's bad. But I think I've started to run into the problem where everything I need to roll is a straight line and not a curve. Oh wait, I can still use a curve up here. Okay, so I'm going to use the white override now. And that does connect my number 3 to number 4, so at least a 5 points at game end. Now let's see how terrible everything else has become, because I managed to kill up pretty much all of the routes that lead to the mine by this point, so that's unfortunate. Number 1 in number 6. I just said I don't need more curves. It's a 50-50 chance. I really didn't set this up smartly, so, because this is really troublesome. Oh wait, this isn't actually technically needed. I can just make this shorter. Oh, never mind. This is not bad. I should have done that last round because I was allowed to put a curve here. I should have saved the white override and put that one here, but I only just realized that. Silly me. I'm gonna regret how this turns out now. 1 somewhere in number 2. Number 2 is full, so I can put that anywhere. Well, that means it's gonna go here, obviously. Now I really want number 6 here, but that's obviously a long shot. If number 6 doesn't work out with a corner, I would get at least this one connected to a mine, but a straight one would get this one connected to a ladder, so I think that's more points. We'll see how this goes. Ooh, it is number 6. Yay. So this goes here, and then this is connected there. I originally also wanted to connect it here, but that didn't work out, because this one curves like that. That meant we would have needed a 6 here, and then this would have gone like this as well, and at least gone to the mine, but neither one of these can do that. So it's either number 1 goes into the mine, or number 4 goes into the mine. And points wise that doesn't matter, because it just means I connected one number to a mine, so it's 2 points regardless of which number. So we're just gonna put it like that then, I suppose. And that would be the end of the game, so then we tally points. We'll see if number 1 is connected to number 2. I did horrible, by the way, you guys. I made way better connections the previous time I played this. And I only played it once before, so it's not like I'm really good at it. But no, number 1 goes to number 4. And number 1 does not go anywhere else, because this one is not allowed to look back, and neither is this one, so this is 0 and this is 0. Then number 2 to number 3 is the same problem, because they loop like this and they can't go back out from the station. So I did have number 2 to number 4, so that's 3 points. So that's number 3 to number 2, that's not it. This one is 4 points then. And number 3 to number 4 is 5 points. This route goes through the bonus square, this route goes through the bonus square, and this route goes to the bonus square. So at least they're both +2. Then we'll see how long this route is. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is the shortest route. So you get 10 bonus points. Maybe I didn't do so horrible. At least the routes are kind of long. I did get the 2 highest ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have no idea what score I had for this last time. I can probably look that back up real soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is 15, 16, and 9 plus 5 is 14. This is only that number then, so that would only be 2 points. And this will be 10, 15, 17, 47. The rulebook says 40 plus is okay, 50 plus is good, and 60 plus is excellent. So I'm okay and I'm almost good, according to the rulebook. As always, I would love to hear your guys' score, and feel free to upload it to your social media and tag me. I'm known in those games on Facebook and Instagram as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun. If you have any remaining questions or you want to share your score with me, I'll stick around for a teeny tiny bit before I close off. But I won't be too long because people watching the replay probably don't want to listen to us ramble for 10 more minutes. Plus, most people watching today seem to be mostly silent, so there's not a whole bunch of chatter for me to respond to anyway. And there's nothing more for me to draw on my sheet or really tell you guys about this. There is a weird advanced mode with shares and stuff, but I haven't really read into that. I like it like this, and I don't really want to add anything else to it. And I think there's 1 or 2 little tweaks in the multiplayer rules, but I also didn't look at those because you can play the solo rules regularly, so I don't feel the need to look at that. I like this game just fine as it is. I will be back to stream at 10 p.m. tomorrow and the day after that as well if nothing goes wrong. It is always possible to have to skip a day due to something unexpected happening, mostly my health. I suffer from migraine attacks sometimes, so if I ever do miss a day, that would be why. And I haven't quite decided what game I'll be doing tomorrow, so if there's any requests, feel free to send those my way. If not, we'll see what it is tomorrow when I go live. I have 1 or 2 in mind that I'm considering, but I still have to look into those a bit further to see if they will play well online, because some of those I haven't played yet. Hi Floof! You get a bonus cat with your game, people. Floof, can you get your paw off there? Yes. I still have to photograph my results. Well, I think I'm gonna close off now. I don't think I'm getting any more scores sent my way, but thank you all for watching and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye everybody!